'Twas the eve of Christmas, when all through the commune not a comrade was stirring. Collective rest, imagine that. The communal stockings were rationed and hung with great care, in hopes that Comrade Nikolai will soon be there. Old Saint Nikolai. As the year marches on to its end, one of the most holiest times of the year is approaching here in Lloyd's ministry. That is Christmas. Comrades all around our wonderful socialist paradise have started to put their trees and await the birth of our savior. However, rumor has it an old capitalist tradition is starting to make its way around. That is the myth of Santa Claus. In response, Lloyd has already started sending out pamphlets of the true Saint Nikolai, who brought toys and good Christmas boys of girls of the Soviet nation. Strangely, these new pamphlets have caused a stir. It seems some new people have been settled in the north into our glorious nation. They are a weird bunch of rumored to be true. They have small dwarfs and talking bears. They also say that there's old jolly man wearing a red coat with leading the new bunch. People are starting to connect the old jolly bunch with the pamphlet and the old capitalist myth. They seem to be merging the two. After weeks of this new growing sentiment, this jolly old man claims to be Comrade Nikolai. To prove his case, he hands out candy canes and presents to all that see him. It is a wonder whether he gets these. There is no factory produced of such items. However, he has caught Lloyd's eye. It seems that our very own leader was given a personalized Bible, converted him to a believer. Everyone is wondering if the country has gone mad or Christmas miracle. He is really Saint Nikolai. And this is Hearts of Iron 4 Old World Blues. Welcome back. This is Christmas time, and we are doing the Polar Soviet. Comrade Nikolai. Comrade Saint Nikolai, Supreme Gift Master, forged in the fires of dialectic training and elf labor disputes. In Alberta, Comrade Nikolai obeys a higher calling, for all gifts must be redistributed to those that are more equal than others. And I hope you're all doing well today. Please like and subscribe this wonderful Christmas episode. A red Christmas. The clock is ticking down, and we are running out of time before Christmas. Now that Comrade Nikolai is finally in charge, we must get the elves working on the upcoming season. However, we must choose what we focus on. We get the event Comrade Nikolai comes to town. I wish I could ask for Santa Claus a better voice and be able to read. So we have units here. We have Christmas carolers and Nikolai's little helpers. Pretty much, what do you call it? Militia, and then troops. So this run will be bereft of two big items: that a working cap system and a lack of marketplace. It's unfortunate, but that's pretty much what. But we have everything else. We have basic research. We currently have intermediate on most things except power armor and creatures. Yeah, we have no sophisticated on anything else, but we have all that stuff. So we are a small population nation. We must be able to defend ourselves, and one thing that will help us defend ourselves is a steady source of toys. Toys being robots. We are in a situation in northern Alberta where you have a civil war among the communist Albertans. You have Lloyd's Ministry, religious communists, Strath Commune, female Mao Zedong, and Big Grass, a pre-war Robo-brain conversion facility. That's what you would call it. And so they're just chucking Canadians into the Robo-brains. And one of them happens to be read a little too much dialectics or Das Capital. And then you have Pioneer Company, which I have played before. that his 6th Brigade commissioned. These are the occupier, the post-annexation security of Alberta, at least. So we have 1 factory. We will get more. For the time being, we will start making factories. And we will prepare. So we have a possibility of either having them be with us, Lloyd's Ministry, or not with us. Because right now I have this little elf, Comrade Bell, and the commanding officer is Comrade Buren, a damn polar bear. Probably of the Nuka-Cola kind. Comrade Nikolai coming to town. Overnight, a very festival revolution has happened. Lloyd has stepped back for the old Comrade Nikolai to take center stage. The jolly old Marxist has already started looking for ways to increase his gift output. His magical powers can only be so far if we are going to give presents to all the good little proletariat children. However, gifts are the only good if little comrades have gotten freedom by the revolution. So Comrade Nikolai is stuck at an impasse. Either build factories for more toys or build factories to free the children of the wasteland. Whichever shall he do. Arms workshops, because we need them. Christmas shopping. Christmas is a hollow without beautiful wrapped presents sitting under the tree, even in the Polar Soviet. Comrade Nikolai started thinking about what to gift his comrades across the wasteland. The choice isn't easy, but time's running out. We get presents under the tree. Sounds very bourgeoisie. When Christmas fast approaching, Comrade Nikolai must start deciding what gifts he shall deliver to his partisans across the new Polar Soviet. As he walks through his workshop looking over the new toys and munitions, his elf's been working 2 catches his eye. The first is a standard rifle kit for any hopeful communist this revolutionary season. The other is a red, white, and stick of dynamite. Very festive and could not send those capitalist pigs running. Comrade Nikolai stands there holding the 2, trying to make a decision. Everyone needs a rifle. Nikolai's little helpers. While Comrade Nikolai works over writing and checking his list, he's gonna check it twice. The elves themselves are being put to work. They have started training for the revolution. So when you have like obstacle courses, they're like half the size because they gotta be able to get over that thing. Oh, then like a normal person walks over, he just lifts his leg up and he's able to walk over it. Okay, I made it. And about this time, I'll just turn back on the normal music. Nikolai's elves. While Nikolai is checking on his list for the second time, he sees outside his workshop that his elves are training for the revolution. How sweet, Nikolai thinks to himself, that they shoot their little rifles and take down their fake capitalist pigs. However, one elf comes to him and asks Nikolai a question. Shall they use reindeer in their operations or stick to their special candy canes? One on the end is reindeers will help spread the revolution faster, but the other, these special candy canes, seem to make the elves happy. And by happy, they mean they recover a little bit better. Probably like candy cocaine or some shit like that. Add reindeers, 15% speed or recovery rate. You want the speed because you want to be able to outrun some of these enemy units. Especially when you get cavalry over here. There you go. Alright, so we're at we could build up the state and then move on to spreading our cheer. So that's what we should probably do. The Polar Express. Our new Soviet is disconnected. Nikolai may not need help getting around, but his comrades do. To help our wonderful comrades, the Polar Express shall open to help carry our workers across the nation. So, dissident workers, you know. And that is the healing power of manual labor that they're doing. Ah, the Polar Express. So we want our workshops. Comrades' workshops. Comrade Nikolai's powers can only go so far. If we want to spread Christmas cheer in the revolution, we must set the elves to work. They will open new workshops to expand production. Yes. How far are we till we're done with this damn robot? We need to get guys out. Yeah, it is sad that we can't get caps and we can't sell weapons because we're, you know, why would we sell? We're, you know, we distribute and all that kind of stuff. But it means we can't do a lot of the intelligence agency unless we get money from other events. All right, military theorem. So just land doctrine, because we're gonna go robot hell. Workshops. Well, actually, we need the research speed. So the elvish mindset. The elves seem to be looking forward to the next Christmas already. They are creating new blueprints for new toys, munitions for the next season's revolutions. They're mutants, so the Enclave probably wouldn't like them. So we get elf ancient knowledge, which grants 5+% of research, which is good, very good. And you get our scrap bots. There we go. Robotic notes. See, this is cool. I don't think I played a nation with you guys yet where I could modify robots. Maybe I have. Maybe I'm stupid. No, I tried doing a Buffalo Health Authority, which is right over here, and it kind of turned into a quagmire when I tried to go from here over to here. But I was able to do it with Enclave. This spot was impossible, but taking this spot in that Enclave episode worked very well. And I was able to take over the rest. And also, apologies for not getting an episode out sooner. I was really busy with work. So, the Christmas spirit. The elves seem to have the magic of their own. Their ability to construct workshops is second to none. It seems the Christmas spirit is starting to sweep across the little Soviet. We get construction speed increase, which is good. Very good. Very, very, very good. How's our research? We have a 6% plus, so that should be help. Damn, look at that. 6 factories going on that. We got that going. We should just do that and start making guys. I don't get to see their timer for their civil war, so we'll see. They're gonna fall really quickly. That's good to have. Christmas spirit. All right. The list knows all. Comrade Nikolai is known for 2 lists. However, what isn't so well known is who takes care of his naughty list. A group of specially trained elves who are sent out with some names to, deliver some coal. Is it like Comrade Buria kind of thing? It's like, shoot her, but not before he sees it. Shoot him after shooting her. Dump him in the pulpit kind of thing of his local church. No, they end their enemies with the ceremonial candy cane ice pick. That's how they deal with. It's like very Trotsky. All right, we got 1 a day, so we'll get faster and faster building these up. I didn't read that. Shoot. Sorry, I didn't read that. Nuclear blast over Strath Commune. On Thursday, May 20th, 2275, residents of Central Alberta woke up to a sight they have not seen in Canada for generations. Even from a safe distance, it was unmistakable, a mushroom cloud. For some time just before sunrise, a nuclear bomb laying dormant in its silos suddenly detonated, with many without warning inside the nation of Strath Communes near one of their distant camps. In the panic that ensued, accusations were flung left and right as the cause of the disaster, with Strath Commune alleging it as an attack from foreign powers who infiltrated the site. The culprit behind the detonation is unclear, but Amy Teresa appears to be holding the people of Lloyd Ministry responsible for the explosion, an accusation which the ministry respond to in outrage. The land once belonged to the Canadian People's Front looks almost inevitably poised for conflict once more as the two Soviet powers look to strike one another down. Like she hasn't killed already thousands of her own. Let me show you. But I do have a thing I wrote. Wastelander Dyatlov ensures us that Canadian mountains do not explode. It is physically impossible. These traitors get no rations. Yeah. So somebody knocked off. So pretty much the gist of the. I've read that before. A nuke exploded in Northern Strath Commune. We don't know who did it. You probably find it out when you're playing Strath Commune. But somebody was trying to irradiate the northern parts of it, and that causes a anger from them over to Lloyd's Ministry and everyone else because they blame everybody else, and that'll start the big war. So it used to be they just start the war and that's it, but now they have a extra storyline for it. The list knows all. So we got Elvish Backbone or Lloyd's Slay. We need organization, so Elvish Backbone. We cannot spread the revolution of the Christmas cheer without the elves. We cannot lose sight of that fact. We must put them at the front of our revolution. God, I feel that's going to take a while. Okay. We gotta hurry the fuck up. So 1.3 a day. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit. We have to hope we could help these guys out. If it ever comes to that. Alright. Nikolai's example. If we want to spread Christmas cheer, we must start at the top. Comrade Nikolai is the shining star of our Soviet. He is full of nothing but workers-made cookies and collectively sourced milk. Don't forget his warm smile. His charm is endless. Alright, we want person in community. Just whatever increases my political power so I can actually get more advisors faster. Robotic notes. Alright, so we're going to go with Protectrons because that's very, very much like us. Top of the nice list. To our south lies the commune of Vermilion Wainwright, who is at the very top of our nice list. They are a wonderful commune filled with happy workers. However, they are missing the Christmas cheer. We must reach out to see if they are going to put up the trees already, as they should. Are we almost there? Yeah, we just got our first unit going. Fuck off. How are they? 61.2. We make 1.6 a day. Okay, we're doing better. A lot better. Robotics experts. See, we have the elves who managed building the process, but we have toys that go out and fight our battles. Lots of toys to spread Christmas cheer. Oh no. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. They have decided to turn away from our gifts. They have chosen to be Scrooges, and as such we are now forced to give them cheer by force. The workers shall now suffer for the Domina's mistake. She will now be put straight by the naughty's list. Call Comrade Buren and let us get these elves and show them the true spirit of Christmas. Or, yeah, Christmas. We are granted... It seems Domina Jura is nothing but a Scrooge. She has been moved to the naughty list. However, we cannot let her people be subjected to the naughty list because of her. Let free them and set things right. Probably a Menshevist or a Trotskyite. We have time now to prepare. We actually do now have time because... Now, to be frank, I played this once before. No, I already played this a long time ago, but I tried this scenario already. It failed horribly for me because I expected to be able to use commerce to help get me what I need, and that failed. So I'm trying a different tactic this time. We're ready to spread that cheer. Actually, I want the extra political power gain each month or each week. So we're going to get that. That increases that to 13. They have a healthy 10 divisions, possibly. But their tanks could wipe me out really easily. So I'm not even going to try anything yet. I'm going to wait for the big bad to occur. War on 4 fronts. In a sudden escalation of tensions, Strath Commune, high on war fervor following the nuclear detonation in their territory several months ago, has thrust the Canadian plains in yet another large conflict. The army and Amy Teresa's party outrage seem to have boiled over to full-blown revolutionary zeal. With the nation declaring war not only on Lloyd's ministry, but also the Pioneer Company, a pre-war mercenary army occupying large swaths of the former CPF territory. Not only this, but strange robots are emerging out of the old Railcom facility in Grand Prairie to take advantage of the chaos. Will this aggressive attack pay off for Strathcommune, or will it be a race to Redmond for all those who seek to take advantage of Amy Teresa's recklessness? Let's hope Amy Teresa just took care of herself. Cool. She didn't declare war on me. That's different. I could take this part if I so wish. Which I will. Take Raywhite, Irma. Take Vermilion. You take that one. Lakeside. Done. And I took more than enough, so now I can... take that, and that. Suck it. We've grown just a little bit more now. We could start to bring cheer to Battle Forward, but we will wait. We need to lower the anger that these people have, and they'll just fight one another for a bit. So, alright, with that, we need Captain of Industry. And we'll start thinking about a defensive situation on that, because that's going to be kind of hard to deal with eventually. We make 2 a day. We will be growing as... We'll be giving a small grace period. Big grass. So in this civil war... usually they fight to Lloyd's Ministry. Lloyd's Ministry has tanks at the time. So they are a celebration. So they gave birth to a kid. They're usually divided on 3 fronts. So it kind of balances things. And they take it really hard from Lloyd's Ministry because Lloyd's has good breakthrough with their tanks. Pioneer Company usually holds out pretty well. These guys, if they're not pushed and defeated really quickly, they get really powerful because their factories start churning out more and more and more more robots, and they'll get the super heavies. And those are super heavies are from Fallout Tactics. They're those big colossal fucks. I'll show a quick image of that. So let's see how head physician, probably a good one. Making 2 a day. Alright, I'll let you guys know if something changes. Oh, they're already fighting the Iron Confederacy, so that's maybe why they're holding off. Alright, I'll let you guys know a little bit. One minor update. Kingdom Manitoba invaded Strath Commune, and so I'm going to be surrounded by these guys, so it's not going to be Lady Mao Zedong, but Ghoul King, Gun the Second. And everything else kind of frickin' sucks. Wasteland Rangers took over that area. Vulpes Legion is, like, strong. And Texas is just Texas. With a little bit of Colorado in it. Yep. Get back to it. Alright, some time has passed. The Wasteland has settled a bit. Settled over here, too. We are as ready as we're ever freaking gonna be. For the defense of Santa's workshop. Saint Nikolai's workshop. And we will do everything we can to ensure that we succeed. So what's going to happen is... So we get these guys all settled. Robotics. Rooted. We have 80 divisions of very powerful robot setups. Still intermediate level, but I think enough. And we have got multi-layer static defense. Not static, but hardened defenses for 2 layers outwards. Here, let me show you. That's how far everything is. Air cover, radar cover. We've even got some aircraft. Everyone's got AA. They've got Protectrons. They've got laser automated defenses, iBots, the works. And we've got enough power to last quite a bit of time. Our first important goal when taking on these guys is just to hold our spots, defeat their air power, and then slowly move forward and take province and then expand our power ability. Then once that, we could just overload them, like wave crush them. It'll go great. It'll be wonderful. No one could beat my toys that I've built.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
Now, I don't think there's any chance I can actually develop the next. But maybe there's a focus tree out and down there somewhere that will give me the next level. And then I'll be unstoppable. So. Alright, let's... Oh, I should have turned that off, but whatever. So, spreading Christmas cheer. It's been over a decade, and we gotta do it. Comrade Nikolai brings the jolly and generous man that he is, has decided to gift the revolution to all the wasteland children. First it is Batford Brigade. Their horrible military junta is no place for children. They will soon unwrap the revolution underneath their tree. And then after that, you have Without Christmas for Rad Hazards. Without Christmas lights, Nikolai's Christmas Wonderland is feeling empty. In order to solve this, we must go and redistribute the uranium from Uranium City. And then capitalist pigs for student dandies. We cannot stand having a board with such a blatant capitalist nation. The way they treat their workers is not very fitting of the giving season. They must be dealt with at once. And then finally, Iron Confederacy. The Iron Confederacy has it all wrong. A confederacy of iron? No, it must be Soviet of holly jolly comrades spreading Christmas cheer, not iron. Absolutely. So hopefully we can win. I don't like to think of this few hours I've spent on this was for nothing. Sickness. Ooh, we'll soon be there. Any last things I could do here to help my guys out? No. I could do this eventually, but really no use at the moment. And I could give a crap about assault bots. Nope. War it is. By the way, I'm that kind of player, so I'm gonna save scum the shit out of this. Declare. Let's see how bad this is. Everybody, hope for that Christmas cheer. So this is way different than my last playthrough. It was like 1-to-1 losses last time I tried playing without robots. We are holding them. They've lost 1,000 men so far. Let's see how bad the... that is pretty bad. Let's look at what the aviation giant... Oh my god, look at that. We don't really have the manpower for that at the moment. So what needs to happen is we just need to hold them off still. Have them dwindle away that manpower that they're throwing at my lines. My guys are getting experience. They're getting damage. Yeah, they're breaking through everything, so yeah, there's nothing I could do about that. I'm not gonna let this many hours I've put into this fail, so pause. Okay, let's give that one more try, shall we? God, that sucked when that first started. And it still sucks. Holy shit. How much damage they did. They're able to break right fucking through that. God damn it. Detail. It, the battle line ignores it. So, alright, the game's gonna crash the moment I try reload, so... Funny thing, it only crashes on this side of the map. If I'm playing anything over here, it doesn't crash. It's really weird. Maybe it's because of the load order. But yeah, I'll try it again and I'll get back to you. So in our effort to try to figure our way out of this situation, we're going to do this. The horse pagans. To our south lies a land of heresy and paganism. They ride horses across the planets not knowing the truth of Christmas spirit and the revolution. It is time we fix that little issue. So it's Great Stampede, which... They're all long gone. That's my attempt at trying to fix this. Just add more units. Alright, reindeer games. It seems the elves have taken a liking to the southern lands. They cry across the plains in their reindeers or tanks. It is setting up a new workshop for the reindeers, which has given us a new surplus. I'm trying to grow my manpower a bit. My idea is to just double down on my defenses. Alright. The red-nosed reindeers. See, something interesting has come about. A Soviet miracle, you could say. Yeah, I'm gonna need it. A miracle has happened. Recently, deep within the stalls of our reindeer farms, a reindeer has been born with glowing red nose. Comrade Nikolai, upon hearing the nose, fetched the young reindeer. He has now become the new symbol of Christmas, going to be the collective house and showing the kids his red nose, telling them that it is the magic of Marks and Christmas allowing for such a miracle to take place. Did we get anything for that? Damn it. I was hoping I'd get something. Alright, I'll let you guys know once we get closer to the next attempt. Okay, so the miracle, Christmas miracle, and creative accounting. A little gift has been given to my men because I tried this 3 frickin' times with different and asshole results. So I said, fuck it. We ballin'. So now they have Old Saint Death version 1. Because I'm just that pissed. And that guy... Oh, god damn it. Because it does that every time you do this. Oh, you son of a bitch. I hate it when it does that little error. So, they have upgrades all the way. And pretty good quality. And Santa had a few stashed away somewhere, so they got those. So now we're actually doing the combat. We're not immediately destroyed right out. It's a little cheaty. It's Christmas, and I'm not wasting all that time and effort I just put into this damn thing. Would you look at that? I pulled in. We lost like 300 men because of it. And they took it back. And then we go here, Sentry Bot. We have high pressure, military hardware, military OS, silent servos, stealth boy, systematic cooling, pre-war, composite armor, weapons cooling, brain jar, organic processor, high power optics, and finally fuel cell capacity. Santa's gifts. Mark 1. There you go. I don't really care about servos at the moment. Bring that into life. So, after many decades of hard work, I'm an old man now. We have finally cut the Manitoban armies in half. They are wheeling away on this side. The PFD or whatever that CFP or whatever the hell they called it. So all we have to do is just mouse trap is closed. Now I just gotta get rid of the mouse. Just like that. And they have nothing to stand in my way with. And those numbers are 831,000 casualties. We'll see how high it goes after this. Just close up this whole area. They're holding out in this area pretty well. Closing them up. I'll look at the casualties after. I already know I'm suffering a few. God damn, the White Lakes are already up here. Damn. Ah, another pocket. And finish up closing that up. Yeah, we'll get them soon. Come on. Just finish them off. There's nobody up here anyway. Done. That was the last of their forces. On the west side, all done. Now everyone gets to solidify on this side, and it's going to be a massive army versus whatever they've got left. They had 1,600 divisions before. They still have a shit ton of manpower, so they can rebuild their forces anytime. And they have industry capacity like no other. I got like 100,000 of them in that assault. So, there's that. Yeah, we just gotta consolidate. Compliance this whole area. And we should actually be really good. Why are they up there like that? Oh, because I didn't give them a new mission. That's why. Well, I'm gonna take Grace stable. And then get the line going from here to here. In fact, I don't even need to do it like that. Just... Although they're getting... what do you call it? Attrition. Just from sitting right there. Yeah. Let's get another group. Just like that. There we go. Booyah. Alright, I'll let you know when I'm ready for the next assault. And after so freaking long, another few decades, finally pushing into their prairie. Holy crap. Ran into an energy issue. No matter what I did, I wasn't able to get a positive, so they were just push me back, so I lost a bunch of time from that. But I finally got the upper hand, and they're to the point where they're actually running out of equipment, which is what I wanted. But they're not running out of men, so there you go. Those guys will move over to the side. I still have like 2 million energy cell storage. I never used to have to deal with this, but this one I had to. Yeah, but yeah, I'll get back to you. So we're finally getting to the point where we're taking the rest of these bastards. We're just going full out. They have a shit ton of men, though. Although they've around the same as I do now. Or no, 3 times me. But I don't think they could really. And it's finally done. I finally have the Kingdom of Manitoba. Holy crap, did that take way too freaking long. Wow. Polar Soviet. Okay, let's get on to the next parts of this. So we have the gift of liberation. The workers have suffered under these pagans long enough. They shall be blessed with the Christian spirit and workers' rights. Should be. Look at all these uncored states that I could core. Oh, I'm going to need all that political power that I could get. Oh, speaking of which, you have pilfered my country. You have attacked me. You have stolen the gifts for little children. You shall die. No, actually, you shall go to re-education. It's the only way. Oh, now I actually get energy. Holy shit. Stockings full of coal. We cannot forget the importance of coal now. Although Comrade Nikolai is a very generous man. He is very generous. There are still some who wish to go against our Christmas spirit. Those people deserve nothing but coal. Also, it is a very good power source for toy workshops. They shouldn't get coal anyway. Why give them coal? Speaking of which, spread Christmas cheer. The more the merrier. It seems our elf population has started to grow. We are overjoyed with this news. We will soon have new elves ready to spread the revolution even more. 1,000 manpower, really? Look how much manpower I have. It was like a drop in the candy cane bucket. The Polar Soviet is massive. Coming for you. Coming for you. Canadians will have unity whether they ask for it or not. Whatever. Alright. The Cold War. It seems to have caught someone's... It seems we have caught someone or something's eye. A rumor has come from the south that there's another man of a more old and more jollier than Comrade Nikolai. Impossible. All our elves mutter. But it seems whatever it is, the fight will soon be on us. A new foe shall be spawned in the south, ready to deck some halls and roast some chestnuts. Let's see if it crashes when I do that. It's way too late. It was over 50 years in game. God, that took forever to beat Manitoba. That was ridiculous. I put way too much. I thought I was gonna have to just give up, but I made it somehow. Holy shit. All right, so okay, we already have. Oh, there's middle marks. The workers of Canada have split amongst themselves such hateful forms of true evolution. We cannot let them go. Keep this false line of beliefs. We shall all go and unite ourselves. This is... Well, that's Nitsapi. This is the North Pole. How the Comrades Stole Christmas. General Winter. The Cold War. Okay, I'm going to save here. Actually, I'm going to save this on the different... Because I might actually do this as like a secondary thing for the hell of it. How big is this nation? 1 million men, 600 divisions. Oh, they're already claiming on them. Holy crap. You have 110 days to figure out how to win. Senator Claus. Ho-Ho Enclave. Okay, if you could perhaps get some guys together and fortify... You have to somehow fortify that. I don't think there's even enough time for them to even get the weapons they need. Because these bastards will... They already have war goals. Do you even have men? You have 0 men. Into them! God, we're still using energy like crazy. Santa's little helpers. You know, you need like a truce at least, so you can actually get to where you need to be. Because good luck getting anywhere. Yeah, who cares about that? Who cares about that? But you need to be able to get the actual expedition units. So if you go 30, 30, 30, 30. Polar Liberation Army. It's time for us to come. Nikolai has constructed his new jolly groups of workers, ready to willing to spread the Christmas spirit to every corner of the wasteland. Okay, do you see how long that took just to freaking beat that one power? Are they a part of Midnight Union? No, they're not. They're all alone, aren't they? Well, sucks to be you. That sucks. Basic weaponry. Are you kidding me? More elves. More elves. The war between the false Santa is coming to a close, and Comrade Nikolai is feeling the pressure. His army's under command. Not anymore. There isn't enough elves to fill the ranks. To solve this issue, workers have been moved from factories to the barracks. That's not that necessary. It was more power that I needed because I chose toys rather than men for war. And it was freaking nuts. Our constituents. That's sad. Problem is you can't get anywhere in time for that. Unless you go right to it. You might be able to actually go right to it and just switch over to the other guy. Holiday Guard. A new Holiday Guard shall be built out of new workers brought into the Elvish army. They'll be second best to our very own commissariat. Okay, so if we did do that, okay, so you have to go here, 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 and then once you hit here, no, actually once you hit there, you go there, and then you go there. From coal to AKs. With the coal mines of full protection, we use a surplus of coal to make even more AKs. From the mines of generations, the power from the black rock will fuel our Christmas revolution. It's basic weaponry. I have... Oh, plasma rifles. That's nice. I don't need these guys. Goodbye. God, that actually gives me an idea now. The time has come. The false capitalist pig Santa shall be brought to his knees. He shall be given the coal that he so dearly needs. Oh, he already got beaten. Fuck. You bastard. You ruined everything. Almost there. Ready? They have a lot of tank divisions. Declare. See how well this is. There you go. All done. God, it still uses a lot of power just to get these guys anywhere. Here's what I'll do. These guys can just go straight through there. These guys are going to go through here. Well, they capped everything, I think. Yeah. That was sad. Hey, we got enough power. Too bad we can't store power. Be actually kind of nice. Oh yeah, this will actually help with all this space. Workers' revolution. think we have... Oh, we should have war goals anyway on these guys. Yeah, that we're dead if we choose that. Oh, it only takes 1 day to get there. Okay, that's good. How many people do these guys have? 661. Which means they could kick my ass. Very well could. Especially all the tanks I got. How many do you have per this side? Shit. There you go. We'll get 60. I'm kind of worried about that with the amount of men that there, or with the amount of robots that are there. What if we do this? Because we have... Here, I'll come back. So, Mitsapi is now being consumed by the Santa's revolution. There we go. Finally. Screw off Baron Ziri. Alright, so I think we're at a pretty good part. We'll get this part done. The trial of Senator Claus. After all the capitalist sins, he has finally been captured by Comrade Nikolai. He will be placed in front of the workers for his crimes against Christmas spirit. We have a good portion of this area, so I think we're absolutely good. And I am in no way doing a late game conquest of all these places, because that'll take way more time than I have. The Great Cold War has now come to an end. Senator Claus is behind bars where he belongs. His crimes of greed during such a wonderful, generous season shall be put to trial in front of the workers he deceived. A new courthouse and gallows has been built to deal with the imposter once and for all. The gallows built by his false elves themselves sport a special candy cane noose to make sure the imposter doesn't escape if found guilty. The trial took place on Christmas Eve day when the fake Claus walked into the courthouse. His appearance was marked by workers' revenge. His beard had been shaved and he was sporting 2 black eyes, the shade of the cold he deserved. It was a short trial, as the Senator Claus was unable to testify in fears of perjury. As the trial ended, what do you mean fears of perjury? You're already a dead man. Who fucking cares? He was walked towards the red and green gallows. Soon the candy cane rope crackled as the old Claus hung there swinging in the wind, leaving a solemn air overall. However, soon Comrade Nikolai brought out cookies and gifts. The time for Christmas has come. Let us forget this imposter. Merry Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Okay, that was ridiculous. There's a lot of pain and suffering trying to even get this far in the game, so... Well, that was a lesson in itself. I will say this. Hope you all have a good rest of your year. Thank you so much for all the likes, comments, subscriptions, sharing. I really appreciated those. I've noticed some people have done that. I can't tell who did it, but I can see that it's been done. So I really appreciate that. I hope the rest of December goes well for all of you, and your January starts out great. This has been the Polar Soviet for Old World Blues of Hearts of Iron 4. Merry Christmas and ta-ta.